Yo, what's going on? It's King Riches here. This is King Riches Radio, as you all know. Make sure you like the video straight away. Make sure you share the video when it's done. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you subscribe to my other two channels. The first main channel being King Riches, and my second channel being King Riches 2. And of course, this is my third channel, King Riches Radio. All right, let's get into it. Basically, I want to talk about how argumentative women make me physically sick, right? And the fact that, as the title goes, women never know when to shut up. I'm talking to girls I'm dating, or, talking to family members, or, even just eavesdropping other conversations with other females. They never know when to shut up. And majority of times, a lot of women, they love to argue. And it's crazy because a lot of times women don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And it's really weird. It's illogical, it's immature and weird. And a lot of times women will argue because they just feel like they should be heard. And it's this childish mentality of, I just want to speak, I just want to say something, I want to I want my voice out there. And it's really annoying. um like last night I was talking to a friend of mine. I've known her for over 10 years and whatnot. I just found we kept getting into arguments because she would continually talk about subjects she has no knowledge in. And it would get to a point where she would raise her voice, and then she would say rude things to me, you know even though I'm not saying anything rude to her, and everything I'm saying has evidence backing it up. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of times they just want to argue, they want to be heard, and they feel that you should listen to every fucking word that they say. You should hang off every word they say, and it's ridiculous. Like, it's very immature, and this immaturity, it never goes. Like, no matter what age, how old they get, they all hang on to this thing of, I want to argue and I should be heard, and a guy should listen to everything I say. And the fact of the matter is, what it boils down to is that a lot of times these women will display this behavior when they feel that you are stuck in a position that you can't leave. When they feel that they're in control of your situation, so they feel like they can act ridiculous and they can act childish and immature, and you have to take it. And the fact of the matter is, as a guy, as a man, you shouldn't take their bullshit. Never argue with a woman. Never let a woman bait you into stupid arguments, man. You need to realize most women are not smart, so most of the time their arguments are not going to be intelligent. Most of the times they're just going off of how they feel, or what they've overheard somebody else say, or what another woman has said. And it's stupid. Like, it's stupid, absolute stupidity. And I got to the point where I was arguing with this friend of mine, right? We had already had two arguments that day, right? And she was arguing over the fact that she has a crush on a celebrity, right? She's had a crush on this celebrity as long as I've known her, yeah. And I was just basically uh saying some bad points about the guy, because she's always talking about the guy. And because she has a crush on this celebrity, I'm not allowed to say anything about him and all this crap. I'm jealous of him because he's rich, and all of a sudden I have a miserable life and all of this shit. And I was just like, wow. Like, and then she telling me I shouldn't talk about other people. I was like, I'll say whatever the fuck I want to say. Like, you're not in control of this situation. You're not in control of me. I'll say whatever the fuck I feel like saying. And then obviously that's when she started getting irate and talking crap, and I just put the phone down on her. I just thought, hold on, why am I raising my voice arguing with you? I can just lock the phone off and just end this conversation. And then this idiot was texting me and like hitting me up on WhatsApp and all of this shit, and I just ignored her. Cause why am I gonna sit down and argue with a child? Like, you know what I mean? That somebody you can't even have a logical conversation with or a logical debate. And most times with women, you can't have a logical back and forth with them because they're too emotional and they can't control themselves, you know? And when you do actually say things that make sense and you actually back them into a corner where, you know, they have to actually realize that they're talking shit, they that's when they start getting mad. That's when they start hurling insults at you and telling you your life's miserable and all of this shit, and you're jealous of this and that. And it's just like, why am I talking to this fucking idiot? You know what I mean? Why am I even talking to this idiot? You know what I mean? They twist everything you say. Most times I really truly believe that women can't hear, like they have a problem with hearing. Like, it's not all women. The bad problem of not being able to hear or comprehend what you said to its entirety. A lot of times they just hear one or two words or they're looking for triggers of whatever might can hype them up, or if they think that they can get a foot up on the conversation, they just look for trigger words. They don't fucking actually listen to the entirety of a sentence. You know, I find this happens with my mother a lot. Like, my mother just does not fucking listen. She doesn't listen. It's crazy. But oh, if you don't listen to them, oh, it's the end of the world. I have a problem now. Like, you know what I mean? As a man, you have a problem. You're the villain. But these women, they don't fucking listen, number one. And number two, they get mad if you say something that is too logical. And number three, they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. So it's a triple threat of fucking negatives. And I've seen this phenomena in most women. It's most women are like this, bro. Most of them are like this, man. And it's really, it gets you to the point where you're just like, why the fuck am I even talking to these fucking imbeciles, like these fucking idiots? You know, I got so mad with this chick on the phone just last night. I was like, I think all women are fucking stupid. I think you're all stupid, young and old. If you somebody that can't reason logically and can't like interpret what other people are saying, there's something wrong with you. You know what I mean? Like, there's something actually wrong with you. You don't fucking listen to what somebody else is saying. It's like when they speak or when they're in a debate or argument, they can only hear themselves. They can't hear you. And that's a lot of times, that's the reason why a lot of times they'll be repeating themselves, because they'll get louder and louder. You know, they never want to give you a chance to speak. They have to get their full monologue of bullshit out. And then another thing is, what they do is when they tell you this fucking monologue of bullshit, and then it's your turn to speak, oh, the conversation's over. They don't want to hear, they don't want to argue no more. After they said their whole piece, they fucking recited their whole script of bullshit. When they're done speaking, that's when they want to stop arguing with you. Isn't that some fucking bullshit? That's when they're like, oh, you always like to argue. You always like to argue, blah, blah, blah. Bitch, you're the one that was fucking talking the whole fucking time. You're the one who's raised your fucking voice the whole fucking time. You're the one that is throwing insults and saying people are miserable and people are jealous and all of this dumb shit. Like, they're so fucking one-sided and biased. Like, it makes me sick, man. Like, seriously. Like, every time, like, I'll try and, like, you know, feel like, you know, maybe I'm a bit too hard on women. Like, maybe I do go a bit hard at them, like, see their point of view sometimes. But no, fuck that, man. Their point of view is stupid. Their point of view is stupid. Like, the way they argue with insults. They argue with raising their voice. They argue with trying to keep talking by talking the longest. They're fucking insane, bro. And it's mostly black women I've experienced this with because I've predominantly been around black women. So sorry, black women, if you don't like this, but that's just the way it is in my experience. Because I haven't had that many arguments with non-black women. I just haven't. And I've been around non-black women too, and I never seem to run into these problems with them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're so fucking argumentative, man. Like, I can't stand the argumentative woman. I can't stand a loud woman. I can't stand the woman that will make a scene. I can't stand the woman that thinks she's always right. I can't stand the woman that doesn't have the patience to actually listen to what I've got to say. I can't stand them. Like, I think you're a fucking child. I wouldn't want you to raise my children because you're gonna make my children stupid as well, just like you. Like, I'm not with it. Like, I'm not with it. Oh, I'm sure non-black women do the same shit. Like, this isn't just black women. This is women in general. But I'm just talking about from my experience. And this is recent shit, like last night type shit. You know what I mean? It's just consistent. They consistently do this shit every day, like. And then the next thing they'll want a guy to respect them and love them and want to look after them and have children with them and do everything and look like fuck off, man. You know what I mean? You can't even give a man peace, like, you know what I mean? You can't even give a man peace. You can't even take time to listen to what a man's saying, like. You know what I mean? Most of the time, men don't even like talking that much. So for a woman to be like, oh, you're always argumentative, that's bullshit. No, bitch, you're argumentative and you talk too much and you never know when to shut the fuck up. Most of the time you have arguments with women is because women are just talking shit. They're just talking, running the mouth, talking about absolute bullshit. And then it gets to a point where you just be like, you're just talking rubbish. Like, what you just said doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? And then as soon as you point out something that they said that doesn't make any sense, oh nah, she wants to try and defend it, even though there's no way she can. And she'll defend it with raising her voice and repeating herself and telling you about yourself. That's how they argue. Think about all the times you'd go in comment sections on videos on YouTube when you see women arguing with men. All they do is they fucking insult you. That's all they can do when they argue with you because they have no intelligence. I'm sorry, if you're somebody and you argue and you just resort to name calling and insults, you that just shows your lack of intelligence. That's what it shows to me. No, I mean, I will talk the facts and the reality, but most times women can't handle reality and they can't handle facts. That's why they resort to telling you, oh, you're jealous, you're miserable, or like this and that and that and this. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just stupid. They're annoying, man. I'm sorry. I even said this to my mom. I was like, look, I think women are just there to have babies, and that's it. They're not there to talk to. You shouldn't even talk to them about. You shouldn't talk to women about anything that's controversial, anything that's deep. Don't talk to women about anything serious, man. Just talk to them about bullshit, because that's what they like talking about, and that's all they're capable of talking about for the most part. And I'm sorry, that's just how I feel now. And you would think as I'm getting older and I'm talking to women of my age group and older, then they're more mature. No, they're just the same. It's just they think they're more mature, but the same pattern of how they argue is the same, like as when you talk to young bitches. It's fucked up, bruv. Do you know what it is? Where when they say that women mature faster than guys? No, do you know what it is? Is that women, females, they realize the benefits of their gender at a young age. They realize that, okay, I've got tits and I've got a pussy, and if I cry, I can get my own way. They become more calculating earlier. That's what women do. They mature in a way of becoming more calculating and being better users. Boys don't develop that until later on. You know what I'm saying? That's why you find a lot of times in younger years, broken by girls, and girls will just not give a fuck. Boys don't tend to develop that calculating mind like women do, and that's the way they develop, and all of that shit. Trust me, man. Because think about it, when you're a young boy, all you care about is sports, hanging out with your friends. You're not even interested in girls like that when you're really little. But girls, they're already on the game of, oh, trying to get a boyfriend and all of this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Trust me, man. But then it comes to a point where women stop maturing. They stop maturing, like, do you know what I mean? And guys keep maturing. Guys keep learning because we're builders. Men are builders. So we have to learn. We have to learn how to do things. Because if men didn't keep maturing and getting smarter, the world would fucking collapse. Fucking sustain the world by themselves. Because because they're not mature. They're focused on bullshit. Fucked, man. It's so fucked. It's like me, for instance, yeah. I'm a very intelligent guy. I can talk to women on a very basic level, and entertain them with jokes, whatever, like, being silly or whatnot. But then on the other hand, I can talk to a guy way older than me about serious subjects, life, things that are going on in the world, and he'll it'll be obvious that rah, we've connected on a certain intellectual level. Do you know what I mean? But women can't really do that. I'm sorry, they just can't. And that's just the way I feel, because most of the time you say something that, even if it's not directly about her, she can't contain her feelings and emotions, and she'll start throwing insults at you. Or she'll start trying to be condescending or try to be sarcastic or any of these dumb little devices they use. They're just stupid. Most women are fucking stupid, bro. Most women. And then of the percentage of women that are not stupid, they're probably not good looking. Simple as that. That's the fucking truth. They're not going to be the women you want to procreate with. So the best thing is just not to talk to women that much. Just avoid having any long conversations with them, even if you're friends with them. Like this girl I was arguing with last night, me and her have been friends for 10 years, like, but I just feel like I will talk to her again, but I'm just gonna avoid having certain conversations with her because she can't handle her fucking emotions, because she has that she has the instinct in her. It's hardwired into her mind, into her system, to just deflect, to insult, to raise her voice, and just be stupid. You know what I mean? Like, it's like Weevy G. Like, someone just mentioned Weevy G in the chat. She's an example, right? She says a lot of things that I do agree with in general. She likes to focus on men all the time. I can't stand these bitches that they love talking about men. She calling men beta male coons every minute. Beta male coon this. If you say anything she doesn't like, you're a beta male coon. If you dispute any of her points with logic, you're a beta male coon. That is the exact example of what I'm talking about. That bullshit. I think at the age of 40, around the age of 14 or 15, maybe even earlier, women stop maturing in the mind. That's what I think. You know what I mean? And then the worst thing is that most of these women go and have kids. And these women are still kids in their own mind. So they go and raise these kids to be even more fucked up. Most of these women, just because they're able to have a job somewhere, think that they know it all. Because they're able to pay rent, they think they know it all. And it's stupid. These women, they don't fucking have no accountability, and that adds into it, because the lack of accountability, it just goes hand in hand with the fact that when you speak to them with logic, they can't take it, because they can't actually take a step back and look in the mirror. They can't reflect on the things that they're saying and be like, okay, what I said was actually stupid. They can't do that because they're pride as well. Women have a lot of pride as well. So it's a thing of like their ego won't allow them to be like, you know what, I did fuck up, I was wrong. How many times have you had the argument with a woman and then she's humbled herself to say I was wrong, or you know what, you was right? When I think about it, you got a point. They don't never say that. The best you can get out of most women, yeah, especially these urban women, especially these black women, is, oh, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Oh, I've had enough. I don't want to argue anymore. That's the way. That's them fucking conceding that I have no more points, because their fucking egos are fucking bloated, like most of their fucking waistlines, bloated. Makes me sick, man. Makes me sick. Hey, anyway, on another point, I hope you lot have fucking added me on Instagram. I'm uploading like videos every day on Instagram. You gotta see, I've got a lot of stuff motivating you lot to work out, get out there and work out to get in shape and stuff like that. That's just a little plug for my Instagram. Make sure you check that out. But let me see what you lot are saying in the chat. Make sure you lot are liking the video. There's 9 of you, and I've only got 5 likes, so 4 of you are just like watching. Let me see what you lot are saying in the chat. Gerard, what's up? Mr. A, what's up? Cortez, what's going on? It's a matriarchal feminist mentality. It's not. I don't even blame it on being matriarchal feminist. I think they're just fucking stupid, bro. Real talk. I just think they're fucking stupid. Like, that's it. Like, I think they don't mature after early teen years, and I think they just stick with this fucking bullshit of I know everything. I have it all mapped out. When you have nothing mapped out, you're living your whole life to hoping that you bump into a guy that can look after you like a dad. Fucking idiots, blood. These hoes, Mr. A said, these hoes love to argue. That's why I don't have any female friends. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. Like this girl I've known for a long time, yeah, and I'm just feeling like, what? Like, you're just like everybody else. You're just like all these other girls. Like, you know what I mean? It's just that I'm familiar with you and I know you, but you really are just like all these other girls, like, in a way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, probably not 100% all the way, but like, she just displayed some shit that just made me think, raw, like, you just like the girls I talk about. Cortez Smith says, I know how to shut a bitch up. dot dot dot. Enzo, what's going on? He says arguing with women is pointless. Yeah, it is pointless, man. I made a video about this a while ago. And the thing is, I somehow got baited. But the thing is, when I argue with these women, it's not even like I'm arguing with them or anything like that. I'm just saying logical points. But these women will try and overtalk you. They won't let you speak. They won't listen to what you say. You know, even with what you say is 100% fact, and you know you have facts to back it up. Even if they know what you're saying is right, they will still argue their stupid bullshit points. And that's when you really know somebody has zero intelligence. Like, they're just an idiot. Like, I'm not gonna fucking keep arguing a point when I know it's wrong. If I've been proven wrong, I don't feel, not, it doesn't hurt me or take anything away from me to say, oh, I was wrong. Like, it doesn't take nothing away from you. Like, and these women have these fucking pride and ego and narcissistic nature that they have won't allow them to be like, you know what, I was wrong. I'm sorry, I was wrong. They can't do it, blood. It burns them. It burns them to say sorry. It burns them to say I was wrong. Oh man. Mr. A says women have a disease called selective hearing. That's exactly what it is. I said that to my mum as well. I was like, there's a problem. It's a serious problem you have. You can't hear what I say. You only hear certain things. You know, it's weird. Like, it's fucking weird. And that's why they should never be leaders. That's why a woman can't be a leader, because they have selective fucking hearing. Crazy. Gerard said it's not like that in his Islamic culture. Oh, I know, bro. I know a lot of Muslim guys, and you know, their women are very very quiet, bro. They know their fucking place, bro. You know what I mean? I've never seen a true Islamic woman raising her voice or arguing with her man. Never seen that in my life. Or Arabic or whatever. Um Cortez Smith said they have many diseases. Another one is idiocracy. Yeah, man. Enzo says you got to be dismissive of silly women. Just get them out of your life and get arguing with them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why when I locked off the phone on her, when I just ended the call on her, I was just like, why am I even arguing with you? You've already showed me. I can see. Even if she can't see it, I can see that she's stupid. So why am I going to argue with someone that's stupid? You know what I mean? It's like the saying when they say, when two, you should never argue with a fool because from far away, no one can see who's right or who's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So there's no point you arguing with someone you know is stupid or you know is wrong or you know is stubborn. Like there's no point. Like just stop. Like just be like, hold on, you're not on my level. I'm not gonna argue with you. Like you know what I mean? Like fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And that always happens with women. Because I don't remember the last time I've had an argument with a dude. I don't remember the last time. Do you know what I mean? Because as we all know, if men are logical, so if a man says something and it doesn't make sense, and you prove to him or you show him that what he's saying is wrong, he'll usually be like, oh, you know what, my bad, I was wrong. You know what I mean? It's only those effeminate fucking men that talk like bitches. Those are the ones that will keep arguing a point that's invalid. Um. Enzo said some women argue like children, like just throw anything at you. I've met non-black women that BS too. Yeah, man. When Mr. A says when you try to speak logically to women, they start raising their voices as if that makes them correct all of a sudden. Yeah, that's just what I'm saying, bro. They'll just fucking start shouting like that makes a difference. Like, oh, now you make sense. Oh yeah, like you're an idiot. Fuck you. You know what I mean? You can raise your voice all you want. You can't kick my ass though. Like, you know what I mean? You can't kick my fucking ass though. So you can raise your voice all you want. I don't care. Like, um, what is it? What is it? What is it? Men gotta stop letting women impress us with just looks. Women want tangibles. Men are happy with things that don't last. Yeah. Here's this argument I had with this girl yesterday. This is another argument, right? I was trying to tell this girl that men care about looks, right? We care about looks. When we look at a woman, we think, oh, is she attractive? Does she get my dick hard? Like, you know what I mean? Like basic shit that's predominantly all men. When we look at a woman, we look at her body, look at her face, you know, would I fuck her? Is she fuckable? You know, is she sexy? Blah, blah, blah. This girl's trying to tell me, oh, that's fucked up and all men are predators and you know, men that think like that are nasty and predators. I'm like, hold on, what are you talking about? That's how the fuck do you fucking see if you're attracted to someone? That's how you gauge if you're attracted to someone. Like before you've spoken to them, you know if you're attracted to them or not. So how the fuck does that make us bad people? And this dumbass is trying to argue this dumb point about it's about what's going on inside, it's about the person inside and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, in an ideal world, but we don't live it like that. We get our first impressions from what we see. This dumbass is trying to argue and tell me that that's not what you're meant to do and all that. Man, stupid shit. Like women don't do it too. You know what I mean? Like oh my god, like this is what it's crazy. This goes to show women mature faster than men physically, but not mentally. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. Cortez Smith said, speaking logic to most women is like pouring water on a robot. That's fucking true, bro. That's what I'm saying. Don't talk about no serious, controversial, deep, or very, very intellectual topics with women, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like most women are not capable of that. That's why you talk about fucking movies, you know, like movies you're gonna go watch, or talk about clothes, or talk about what food you like, or talk about something funny that you saw, memes on Instagram, talk about who you think is good looking or not, talk about dumb shit, you know, the latest fucking Drake song that came out and all this dumb shit, or love and hip hop. That's their frequency, blood. That's most women's frequency is that. You know what I mean? Or talk about how you know, she looks nice today and shit. Or women love to hear that. You know, they want to hear how nice they look today and all this dumb shit. Man. Or furthermore, just let them talk. You know, that's the best thing. Just let them talk. They'll usually hold the whole conversation by themselves. Because remember, they can't hear what you say anyway. So they're just basically having a conversation with themselves, and you're just there to say, yeah, yeah, nod my head. Fucking crazy, man. Cortez Smith said, King scientists have discovered that women stop developing when they have kids. Oh, I believe that 100%. What's up, Red Pill? Let me see. Let me see, man. But yeah, man, this shit is so crazy, man. Hey, make sure you've pressed the like button on this video. What's going on, Todd Fowler? What's good, man? Yeah, man, I just wanted to do this little video real quick. Make sure you fucking follow me on Instagram. Yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram. Make sure you follow me on Snapchat, because I'm back on those shits again. And what's it? Make sure you share this video, man. Make sure you show this video to your friends. Make sure you subscribe to all 3 of my channels. My main channel will be up and running really soon, so don't unsubscribe from that. Yeah, man, I've got a lot of videos that are coming out. I'm gonna have a lot of fitness videos, boxing videos, training videos, videos talking to girls, non-black girls, you know, and a lot of shit. So make sure you look out for everything. I appreciate all of you here. I'm about to go work out, but I had to go make this video real quick because this was really pissing me off. But anyway, stay locked in. I'll be back real soon. Peace.